Hey everybody, this is Miss Dorm back with another video, and today we are learning all about multiplying and dividing fractions. Yay, 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 yay. Very good. So far, when you first learned math, what did you learn first? I hope you said addition, right? And then after that, when you were younger, after they taught you addition, they taught you how to subtract. Then they taught you how to multiply. And then after that, they taught you all how to divide. Dun, dun, dun. All right, they teach multiplication after addition because multiplication is repeated addition. Same thing for division. Division is repeated subtraction. Very good. So, sweet pies, honey bunches of oats. When it comes to fractions, okay, Ms. Dorm teaches multiplying fractions first, then dividing fractions, and then after that, okay, after students conceptualize that, become experts at multiplying and dividing fractions, then I go in and teach adding and subtracting fractions. So today, we're going to work on multiplying and dividing fractions. Hit the like button, subscribe. Teachers need subscribers. Yes, and at the end of this video, if you think it is a great video, it might help somebody, share it with them, please. Okay, multiplying fractions is super easy, okay? Only take one step. You multiply straight across. That is the only thing you do. You multiply straight across. So let's look at an example, okay? So if we were multiplying 1/2 times 3/4. 1/2 times 3/4, okay? Only thing we would do is multiply the numerator times the numerator, and then we multiply the denominator times the denominator. Okay, let's look and see. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. 1 times 3 equals what? I hope you said 3. So 3 is the answer in our numerator. Very good. Now we have to multiply denominator times denominator. 2 times 4. 2 times 4 equals, I hope you said 8. Okay, 8 is the answer in our denominator. So 1/2 times 3/4 equals 3/8. Easy stuff? Yes, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's practice another problem here. Okay, don't forget, when you are multiplying decimals, just multiply straight across. Okay, numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. Let me write it. All right, let's get started. What if we had a problem that looks like this? 4/8 times 1/3. Okay. Only thing we need to do, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Numerator times numerator, 4 times 1 equals, I hope you said 4. Oh, Mr. I made a mistake. Hold on 1 second. Let me erase it. I hope you said 4. Yes, 4 times 1 equals 4. Good job. Okay. Now, denominator times denominator, 8 times 3. 8 times 3 equals 24. Very good. So our answer is 4/24 before we reduce. And I'll teach reducing in another video. So if you need help with reducing fractions, look out for Ms. Dorm's video on reducing fractions. Okay? 4/8 times 1/3 equals 4/24. Good job. Easy stuff. I'll give you a couple problems to practice. You can pause the video and practice these problems. And then Ms. Dorm will move on to division. So, practice problems. 2/3 times 1/2. And then you can also do 3/5 times 4/5. All right, go ahead and pause the video here. When you come back, the answer should be posted. Okay? Very good. All right. When we multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, multiply fractions straight across, 2 times 1 equals 2, 3 times 2 equals 6. So the answer here is 2/6. Same thing at the bottom. When you multiply fractions, multiply straight across. 3 times 4, numerator times numerator is 12. Denominator times denominator, 5 times 5 equals 25. So the answer here is 12/25. And both of these answers are answers before you reduce. Okay? Good job. Let's talk about dividing fractions. And then maybe you'll understand why I teach multiplying fractions before division, right? We're going to divide fractions. Yes, very good. All right. let's get a practice problem. Oh, 2 strategies, 2 steps, okay, for dividing fractions. Step 1, okay. First thing you need to do is take the reciprocal. We're going to learn about what reciprocals are. Reciprocal. Reciprocal, okay. And then step 2, you just multiply straight across. Multiply straight across, just like we've just learned in the prior examples, okay? So when you take the reciprocal, let me give you an example problem here. Let's do 3/4 divided by 1/2. In math, when you're doing division for fractions, you have to take the reciprocal. So you look at the second fraction, and reciprocal means to flip. You flip that fraction upside down, okay? So instead of 1/2, this fraction now becomes 2/1. We put the denominator at the top, numerator at the bottom. When you take reciprocals, or when you perform a reciprocal in math, you always have to change the math operation from division to multiplication. So reciprocal and changing from division to multiplication, they go together always. Don't ever leave them out. Those two are twins. They go together all the time. They don't separate, okay? So reciprocal means flip, but when you flip, take the reciprocal, you have to change the operation to multiplication. And the first fraction stays the same. So 3/4 was there first, 3/4 will be there now. Now we have a totally new part of the problem. We decomposed it. Now we have 3/4 times 2/1. Easy stuff because we've already learned how to multiply fractions. We just multiply straight across. Very good. So numerator times numerator, 3 times 2 equals 6. Here we go. And 4 times 1 equals 4. So the answer is 6/4. What kind of fraction is that? Proper fraction, improper fraction, or mixed number? I hope you said improper fraction. Very good, improper fraction, because the numerator is larger than the denominator, okay? And if you need help with that, look at one of my prior videos. The video on all about fractions, okay? All right, let's do another example because I don't want us to stop here. We want to try to become somewhat of experts, sweetie pies, honey bunches of oats. So practice doesn't make you perfect. Practice makes you an expert. Good job. Very good. All right, so let's look at 1/2 divided by 1/4. Okay. First thing you need to do is take the reciprocal, okay, which means we have to flip the second fraction. Fraction that we see here, flip that second fraction upside down, okay? So now the 4 is on top as the numerator, and the 1 is on the bottom, stands for the denominator. Anytime you take the reciprocal, you have to change the division operation to multiplication, okay? And then the first fraction stays the same. Now we get to multiply straight across. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. If Ms. Dorman's going too fast, you can watch the video as many times as you need to, sweetie pies, until you start to conceptualize, until you start to get it and become experts. Do the practice, okay? 4 times 1, numerator times numerator equals 4. 2 times 1 equals 2. What kind of fraction is that? An improper fraction because the numerator is larger than the denominator. And I'll make another video that shows how improper fractions turn into mixed numbers. Practice time. Let's do another one. Let's become experts, okay? Let's try 7/8 divided by 1/3. Okay? Got that? Very good. First step is to do what? Reciprocal. Dun, dun, dun. So the reciprocal means we have to take the second fraction, flip it upside down. Okay? So let's get ready. Flip our fraction. The 3 becomes the numerator. The 1 becomes the denominator. Okay? Anytime you take the reciprocal, you have to change the division to a multiplication. And the first fraction stays the same. Now we have multiplying fractions. We get to multiply straight across. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. 7 times 3 equals 21. 8 times 1 equals 8. The answer is 21/8. Dun, dun, dun. That's it for today, buddies. Dividing and multiplying fractions are the easiest of all the fractions. Next, We'll talk about and learn about how to add fractions and subtract fractions. I'll see you all in the next video. Miss Norm loves you so much. Share the video with people you think it may help. I'm here to help. Bye, everybody.